So today on Exploring the Outdoors, what we got for you today is a little box of goodies. So what we have is a new faucet for my camper because mine is cracked right about in here and it's leaking. So I got a new faucet to put in, and because my refrigerator was such a problem with this heat and cooling down being a saturation style, we got from Beach Blend. Alright, now I'm back. So what I got was a dual fan set up for the back of the fridge to pull air through. And it's got a little harness, little control box, all that goody stuff. So we'll try and get this wired up on the camper and hopefully get my fridge to work better now. Alright everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're doing some mods to the camper today for the outdoors. And here in the south, this is a common problem, like today's date. The date's not really important, but it is Sunday and the temp for today is 104 with a heat index of 109 here in Texas. Everything's bad, like we're having a real bad drought. My yard's completely dead. Everybody's yard around here is brown. It don't matter if they're watering or not. But back to the camper. So one of the problems I have with this camper, and I love this camper, but the refrigerator is a saturation style refrigerator, so it doesn't have a compressor to move the stuff around. It uses airflow to cool the fins down. So the fins get hot and, you know, heat rises and it pulls in air here and it comes out here. Well, the problem is with it being so hot outside, the airflow is not moving like it should, because it's, say the fins are only 120, get to 120 degrees. Well, the outside temperature is 109, so you only got like an 11 degree difference in temperature. So your airflow going through here is not that much. So the fridge does not cool down like it's supposed to, and it will over time eventually, especially at night when it cools down, it'll do it better, but it takes it a long time to cool down. So one of the projects I decided was I ordered these fans, which are made for this, and I think I paid around, I don't know, I have to put it in the video. I'll put it over here somewhere in the video, but I got them off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. They have this little remote right here for temperature sensing. It's got a manual and auto mode, and you're supposed to mount these to the back of the screen. Well, my screen is not really big enough. As you can see, the fans are kind of stuck in here. So what my idea is I'm going to, on the sides of these fans, there's little holes right here that go down. So I think I can use these like little lag bolts, kind of little bitty guys, to bolt it straight down to the wood inside this hole and not have it attached to the screen, so it's always in there. And when I pull the screen off, the fans ain't gonna come off. I can turn them on for you and show you. They put out, I got them hooked to the battery here just temporarily, but they do pull a good draft. So we'll go to manual mode. You hit the button once, it turns on. They come on. They're fairly quiet until you speed them up. Now when you go to auto mode, it's got a temperature setting on here, and I'll show you this remote up closer. I'll put that up above me up here where you can see a good picture of this. And so we'll go to auto mode, and it's set on 90 degrees, so you'll hear the fan speed up. So it's pulling air in here now and blowing it out up here like it's supposed to. So it'll move the air through faster, so you'll get more airflow. And it's supposed to help the fridge cool down more. So we'll find out, because we're going camping tomorrow. So I want to get this installed today to give it a good try this week while I'm out camping. We're going to Lake Livingston State Park for 3 nights. So we'll be there. We're going Monday. We'll come back home on Thursday. And that video will be coming up soon. Also, I have my Lake Fairfield State Park video coming up of the hiking and the e-bike ride around the park there. So y'all can check that one out for Lake Fairfield if you're looking at state parks. I'm going to have a playlist for all the Texas state parks, and I'm going to try and visit them all. So that's where we're at right now. Just going to get this fan mounted in here and figure out where I want to run the wires to get power for this. And we're going to set this thing up down in here and that'll be it for that. And I also have a new faucet for the cracked one inside the camper, and we'll be changing the faucet out, and I'll make a video about that too. So let's get to it. So I have the controller on auto right now, and it's set on 90 degrees. So if it gets 90 degrees up here in that area where the heat sink is, it's gonna speed the fans up. And listen, I'll just turn it down a little bit. So you hear it speeding up. That's because I'm lowering the temperature down on this to 80. So now it's wanting to cool that chamber down to 80, where that little temperature sensor is. So we're going to 70, 65. I think that's the fastest they go right there. So it's not going to cool it down that much. We can put it on like 85, and that'll probably work pretty good. We'll try that out for a little while. So I got it on 85 and on auto. The only thing I got left to do is tidy up these wires, and took this controller in back here somewhere. And, well, actually I could put this controller inside the cab, I guess, if I wanted to. But for right now, I think I got to figure out where I'm going to wire the wires to inside this camper too. So I'm going to have to go in there and look around and see what I can do. All right, so the fans are running. They're pretty well solid in there. They're not going to shake too much. And as you've seen, I had to use a little wrench on this side right here because the screw was going at an angle and I couldn't get the socket on it. But I was able to get the socket on that one, no problem. It was just the way this one went down at an angle. I got the wires all zip tied in there. This right here is the temperature one. It's kind of sticking over that way where it's going to pick up the heat in that top part. Here's the controller I said I would show y'all. Alright, so I'll give y'all a little view of my finished project here. I had to take a break. Earlier I got stung on the top of the head by a red wasp, and man, my head has been throbbing for a while now. But I'm good now. I'm back to normal. But here is the finished project. There's the fans. It has cooled down a lot, so the fans have actually sped down, but they're still working. And I'll show you the inside of the camper. Because the little control box did not stay outside. I was setting it up out here just to get it going and seeing how it's going to work. And then I went inside. There's really nothing to see in there. The wires come through, and my storage box is like right here in the camper, and my wires, hang on, let me back this out a little bit. So my storage box is like right here with all the, well, it's not really storage, it's got like the water heater and the water tank and the box for the cord and stuff to go into. So I was able to access a hole that went right through here into this bay, and then I ran the cord up, and then all the stuff's hooked up right here in the fan. And like I said, it's still pulling heat out. It's slowed down because it's cooler outside now that's nighttime. All right, so back inside the camper, I gotta get my bed, my bedding and stuff, and put back on my bed. I actually have a full-size mattress in here. It fits perfect where the dinette table used to be. And then I got a little memory foam on here. My dog was walking on it earlier with the dirt on his paws. But anyway, my little wires, they come up right here from that little space down below. They come up right there, and they turn, and they go over to the little box, and the little box is sitting right there. And I tied it into the power inside there with all the other wires. And so it's pretty easy to operate. It's in auto right now, and it's set to 90 degrees right now. So you can lower it down. So if it's cooler outside right now, I got it on 90 because it's been getting up in the hundreds. And that seems to be fine with me right there. And then manual mode, you just click it one time, it goes to manual mode, and you can adjust the percentage of how fast the fan runs, or you press manual again and it shuts it off, so you don't have to leave it running at all. Pretty simple little device to use. I used Gorilla double stick tape to mount this to the wall, and it's on there good now, so that works really good. And you can click auto straight to turn it on. You don't have to click manual to turn it back on. The book says click manual, but you can hit auto and it comes right on. You just got to go to manual twice to turn it off. So with that being said, I've had this refrigerator on for several days and it really wasn't cooling down below. So I'm going to check the temperature in here now and see what it's doing. It's definitely cooler feeling in here. And let's see. Where's it at? Oh yeah. See, it's down to the 40 mark right here. I don't know if y'all can see that right there. It's down to 40. Earlier, it was closer up to 60. It would not come down. So it is cooling the fridge down a little bit better now. I'm going camping for 3 nights over at Lake Livingston State Park, and we'll see how it works. And that little tube right there you see was a lifesaver outside while I was working on this thing. That is my backup. That's my Zero Breeze Mark II air conditioner with the battery. And I also have the AC plug-in. That thing works great if you're just sitting outside and you're trying to stay cool while it's really, really hot. Fans aren't really doing it for you. Or like you're doing, like I was doing, working on something and you're sweating. This thing works great to be in your work area and keep you cool, just blowing on you. So there you have it. Quick, easy little install on the fans. Like I said, we'll give it a really good shakedown test this week, and I'm going tomorrow to Lake Livingston State Park. Not a real far drive, so the fridge should not warm up. It's like really 10 minutes down the road, but we'll run that fan, and see if it's maintaining that cool temperature like that all day long. Because when I went to Fairfield, it wasn't. It was barely getting anything cool in there, like 60 degrees, which is not good for food, not for no long period of time. So I have a backup fridge, my Bouge RV CR48 or CR45. Either way, it's a 48 quart ice chest freezer. You can plug that thing in and it'll get to 0 degrees inside that thing in less than an hour, easy. So I'll probably bring that with me as backup. And the next project I got is to put the new faucet on, because mine's cracked. So until next time, keep watching the video for more RV tips and tricks and projects. And if you got questions, holler at me, let me know, and I'd be glad to help you out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, check it out. I'm going on a lot of adventures. I'm starting a new playlist on Texas state parks. So I'm going to be traveling around to a lot of state parks, videoing the park and showing y'all what it looks like inside. Doing some of the hiking trails, things like that, just to try to help people out that are researching state parks. So if you haven't liked the video, like it, subscribe. If you don't, have a great day. Not a big deal. Later.